Hi, everyone. Welcome to Listen and Learn English. I'm Bruno.
And I'm Carol. We're so happy to have you here with us for our first day of English practice.
Today, we're going to talk about a topic that everyone has an opinion on, morning routines and daily habits.
This is such a great topic for intermediate learners, especially at the B1 and B2 level, because we use this vocabulary every single day.
Exactly. If you want to improve your listening and learn natural English, the kind of English we actually use when we're talking over a cup of coffee, you're in the right place.
We're going to share our own routines, some good habits, and maybe a few bad ones too.
So, let's get started. Carol, I have to ask, are you a morning person or do you prefer staying up late?
Definitely a morning person, Bruno. I love the quiet of the early morning. I usually wake up around 6:30 a.m. without even needing an alarm. How about you?
Oh, man, I'm the total opposite. I'm a night owl. I struggle to get out of bed. I usually hit the snooze button at least 3 times before I actually stand up.
3 times? That's like 15 extra minutes of sleep, but it's not good sleep, right?
No, it's not. I always feel more tired if I hit snooze. My goal lately has been to get out of bed as soon as the alarm goes off. It's hard, though. What's the very first thing you do when you wake up?
Before I even get out of bed, I take a few deep breaths and think about one thing I'm grateful for. It sounds a bit cliche, but it really helps me start the day with a positive mindset. Then I head straight to the kitchen for a glass of water.
Water is so important. I usually reach for my phone first, which I know is a bad habit. I start checking emails or news, and suddenly I've spent 20 minutes just scrolling.
Yeah, I used to do that too. It's so easy to get sucked into the digital world before you've even brushed your teeth. I try to keep my phone in the other room now.
That's a great idea. I think I'll try that tonight. I need to break that habit of scroll waking.
So, once you're finally out of bed and you've put your phone down, what's for breakfast?
Well, I can't function without coffee. That's my primary fuel. I have a French press and I love the smell of fresh coffee beans in the morning. It's like a ritual for me.
I'm more of a tea person, actually. I love a good English breakfast tea with a splash of milk. But I agree, the ritual of making it is just as important as the drink itself.
Do you eat a big breakfast or just something light?
Usually something healthy but quick. Maybe some oatmeal with blueberries and a bit of honey, or avocado toast if I have a little more time. I find that if I eat a heavy breakfast, I feel sluggish all morning.
Sluggish? That's a good word for our listeners. It means you feel slow and lacking energy, right?
Exactly, like a slug moving slowly across the ground. You don't want to feel like a slug at 10 a.m.
I'm usually a grab-and-go kind of guy. I'll grab a protein bar or a banana as I'm walking out the door. But on weekends, I love making pancakes or an omelet.
Oh, weekend breakfasts are the best. There's no rush, no pressure. You can just enjoy the food.
Do you do any planning in the morning, Carol? Or do you just dive straight into work?
I'm a big fan of to-do lists. While I'm drinking my tea, I usually write down the 3 most important things I need to accomplish today. It helps me focus.
I try to do that, but I often get distracted by my inbox. I start responding to small emails and then I realize I haven't started my main project.
That's the trap. I read somewhere that you should do your deep work first thing in the morning when your brain is fresh.
Deep work is such a popular concept lately. It basically means working without any distractions, right? No phone, no social media, just 100% focus.
Exactly. I try to block off 90 minutes every morning for my hardest task. It makes the rest of the day feel so much easier because the big thing is already done.
I definitely need to work on my focus. I'm a multitasker by nature, but I'm starting to realize that multitasking actually makes me less productive.
Most people are surprised to hear that, but it's true. Our brains aren't really designed to do 5 things at once.
Now, I know you're quite active. Do you fit exercise into your morning routine?
I do. I usually go for a quick 20-minute run or do some yoga in the living room. It wakes my body up much better than any caffeine could.
I wish I had that discipline. I usually tell myself I'll go to the gym after work, but by 5 p.m., I'm exhausted and I just want to sit on the couch.
That's exactly why I do it in the morning. If I don't do it before work, it probably won't happen. Even just a few minutes of stretching can make a huge difference in how your back feels if you're sitting at a desk all day.
That's true. I definitely noticed some stiffness in my shoulders after a long day of editing. Maybe a bit of morning yoga is what I need.
You should try it. There are so many great 10-minute videos online. You don't need a lot of space or fancy equipment.
I'll look into it. I like the idea of starting the day with some movement instead of just sitting down with my laptop immediately. So, the final part of the morning, getting ready to actually start the workday. Do you commute to an office or are you working from home these days?
I work from home most of the time now, but I still like to get ready as if I were going out. I change out of my pajamas, do my hair, and put on some nice clothes. It sets the work mode in my brain.
I'm the same. If I stay in my pajamas all day, I don't feel professional. My productivity drops. Even if no one sees me, I feel better when I'm dressed properly.
And for those who do commute, that time can be so useful for English practice.
Totally. If you're on the bus or the train, or even driving, you can listen to a podcast like this one. It's a great way to turn dead time into learning time.
Dead time. That's a cool expression. It means the time when you're doing something repetitive or boring where you can't really be doing anything else, right?
Exactly. Like waiting in line or sitting in traffic, you might as well use that time to improve your skills.
Well, I think we've covered a lot about our mornings. It's funny how these small habits really shape our entire day.
They really do. It's all about finding what works for you and being consistent.
Well, that's all for today's episode. We hope you enjoyed this conversation about morning routines.
We hope you learned some useful English expressions today. Did you hear any new words?
Remember, the best way to improve your English is to listen every day. Consistency is the key to fluency.
If you found this helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow and keep making these videos for you.
We post new videos every single day, so make sure to come back tomorrow for more English practice.
What does your morning routine look like? Let us know in the comments below. In English, of course.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.